second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no longer will be fouled. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Look at this Colt defense.
Brings up second.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy?
Well, he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
That's good for a Rams.
A big connection there. Goff to Austin.
First
and even
10
60
at the 18-yard
yards.
line.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and 2. First down marker at the 8. Up the middle with Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Rams.
A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to guard their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with an air momentum play. Go quickly and attack him.
Now pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now Goff on third and goal. Looking inside, and he's got him in. That's Austin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's now
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. So in this situation, they just decided to take the 3. I think it was a smart move.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
And the Colts.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Throwing is Love. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on. And allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
The tackle made at
Just
the
a yard on the pickup
line.
there, and it'll bring up a
gain
2nd
of a
and 9.
yard. Brings
And
up
the Rams at 1 and 2
9.
through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in the early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. They're 0-2. They were thinking, if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1 and 2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. On 3rd down, they'll run it with gooo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And will manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Made at the 21-yard
That was
line.
a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Intended for number 11.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change
Brings
for as
up
long as
3rd
we play
down
football.
and 6
If someone's
yards
trying
to
to throw
go.
the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but
Results.
let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And a turnover.
Incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here set to go. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
He's tackled at the
Give him 10
32-yard
yards
line.
there, and about by
It's
the
a gain
nose
of
of the
10.
football, he's going to have a first down.
Indianapolis.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On first down, it's going. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the
Some of the most
36-yard
unselfish
line.
players on
It's
any
a pickup
football
of
team,
3.
defensive
Brings up
tackles,
2nd
because we
and
ask
7.
them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull out of the game. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here we go on 4th. And it's taken in by his big tight end.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't make a stop here. Number 30 only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
To throw is Lott. Now he'll take this and run. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Archer. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Running game working. We'll stick with it on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4.
He was brought down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You got all 3 timeouts. How do you need to play this safe?
So what you're saying is we'll go a little bit of a knock-down here, because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This might be time. Don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Back to throw. Gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another Rams first down.
Now it's gone.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again is gone. Target Lions going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
So nothing going there. And that'll bring out a 3rd down and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Now
goal.
gone. And this is complete. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the operates. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. The final shot before the break. Lock. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. His throw incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring
7. Back to throw. Low. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll fake it. Now Lott. Watch out. And he can't get rid. He's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On the return, Austin. A 77-yard punt return. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And these guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Colts 7.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he is out of bounds as they start past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He is going to lose yardage here.
Tackles back at the
And that's a
26-yard
loss
line.
of 7 on the 1st down play. Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Lott. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown,
A
Indianapolis.
big play there. 69 yards. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score, Rams 17. Colts 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. We'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd
Second and 10 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. As he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open
second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Goff. Looking in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now on this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
At the 42.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
16 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football,
Rams
there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about 4.
Second and inches.
Now in Los Angeles.
16-yard line.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They will run with Grant. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Goff now to throw. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Gurley now. A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 10-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again they run with Gurley. I don't think he got there. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go. It's good. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get either the touchdown or the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. The defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Locke. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff for Archer. And a stretch out a yard up to the 30 outside. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close first to the referee, and that means 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time for Locke on 4th down. Finding Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he's on here, a pickup of 8. Leads him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made
Not a
at
bad
his
game
own
there. It's
8-yard
okay to
line.
still run the
8
football in
yards
this
on the
situation. You've got to be
pickup.
careful
Brings up
to not
2nd
take too
and
much
2.
time off the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Locke. His man completed in the middle. It's Dillon.
just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
11,
And it's second down. How about the
Brings
call to
up
come with the
second
blitz
and
there
10.
in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they do.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 30.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock
Second down
and lets your
10.
offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll try and do this himself. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Throw inside complete. That's Austin. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
First down.
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Now it's gone. Throws there now again, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the
He
end
didn't just
zone.
deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An
Terrell
excellent
Bernard.
play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Another try from the 19. Second and 10. Back to throw. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. It's complete. It's Austin. And now here comes their final timeout.
First down.
As they take it with 8 ticks
First
remaining.
and goal at the 4-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He is got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 24, Colts 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for